Oh my goodness, we did it. I am officially moving out of where I built my business. I'm so excited and I really want to barf at the same time. That's how I feel.
At some point, dreams stop living in your head and start demanding space, just as this bank barn has done since its standing, which is estimated to be in the early to middle 1800s. Long before us, long before power tools and deadlines and to-do lists. It's seen generations come and go, seasons change, and work done the hard way.
Hi, I'm Ben.
And I'm Jess, the maker behind Script and Grade, and this is where our business, our family of 7, and a leap of faith all collide. We don't have the perfect plan, just a shared vision and the willingness to figure it out together.
Is Monday, December 29th, and I am sitting outside of the bank getting ready to have a cashier's check made in order to close on the property. I think the last time I gave an update was with the special exception meeting with the township, and since then, it's been full-fledged holiday season. So one of the craziest things to do as a small business owner is to find and stress over and close on a property all during the holidays, because that's what we did. And I'm drained and I'm beat, but now after closing, it's gonna be like green light, go ahead, get into this property and make use out of it, so it's just not sitting. And there's so many questions that we're going over. We met with a structural engineer, an architect, and then an electrician needs to come back in. So a lot of work does need to be done, and we need to get all those ducks in the row, primarily to get myself moved in, and then moving forward from there. Do we have other tenants come in? Do we have other business owners come in? There's a lot more space than we thought there was going to be, much more space than I need. So it's going to be go time at like 2 o'clock today. The meeting is at 1, closing is at 1. And then after that, everyone who saw me, not a lot of people know who need to know, and people who don't need to know, but know, there's maybe like 5 of you. Everyone asked, how's it going? How are you feeling? And I'm like, I'm so excited and I really want to barf at the same time. That's how I feel. Oh, and then it was like the day before Christmas Eve and we got an email saying, don't forget to transfer utilities. And I was like, this is great, because what utility company is going to be wanting to do this in between holidays and on holidays and whatnot? And sure enough, I haven't heard back from any utility companies, and we need to get that transferred and set up right away, because we don't want to at least go without electricity there. Running water, there's really not going to be a lot of people there in and out that would need to use it right now, but it's just something we want to get it done. Utilities, as far as water and sewer, we want to keep that going as soon as possible. I think I can hold off on internet and Wi-Fi and trash service. So it's those little details that needed attention to, as always.
At that point, it still felt like paperwork, a cashier's check, and a meeting at 1 o'clock. But somewhere between the signatures, hugs, and handshakes, it became real.
Oh my goodness, we did it. I am officially moving out of where I built my business, and it's exciting and bittersweet, and I'm so grateful for having an at-home business, because I'll never forget the view from home and being able to go out to my workshop and do what I love while watching my kids play in the backyard, and being able to be with them as they grew, and as I got them and was able to send them off to school. So as they make their next big steps, I'm making mine too, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the seller of this property, who is, I know it was very tough for her to sell this property. And I think that just to continue the dreams that have already been made and built there is a legacy that I hope to continue. But I'm excited. It is go time. I am going to miss the home-based business, but it's been a journey, and one that I never dreamed of. So it's going to be interesting to see where this dream I never dreamed takes me next.
While Ben was eager to dive in as soon as the papers were signed, my head was still spinning from settlement. So that's just one example of when husband and wife versus being business partners don't jive. Closing on the property is a strange mix of relief and responsibility. You sit through signatures, wire confirmations, final numbers, and then suddenly it's yours. For us, settlement went very smoothly. M&T Bank made getting the cashier's check simple. The communication between both realtors at RE/MAX was clear and steady the whole way through, and Barley Snyder handled closing with the same professionalism they showed us in our other business ventures. That kind of coordination truly matters more than you realize when you're dealing with timelines and the holiday schedules. If you've never been through commercial or property settlement before, it's not glamorous. It's a lot of paperwork, confirming utilities, checking with insurances, making sure it's active, and double checking every detail before you walk out with keys. And the team that we worked with guided us in that process, which was so invaluable as it was. And then boom, you walk into a building you now own. Ben was already in planning mode, measuring, talking layout. I was writing things down, and as you can tell, my head was still spinning in the, oh my gosh, I can't believe we did this stage. Honestly, figuring out where things could go just couldn't be added to my mental capacity at this time, and I truly needed a minute to digest it and to take it all in. But while I was still celebrating mentally, I would totally recommend, after closing, to go to your property and don't make permanent layout decisions on day one. Your adrenaline is high, your brain is tired. Walk it, measure it, talk it through, just like we did, but give yourself time before locking it in. And I will say that more than half of our original layout ideas already changed since this day. Settlement was incredible, and closing day felt like an ending, but walking into the barn that afternoon, that was just the beginning of a very different kind of work.